Hello everyone and welcome to a book review. I apologize, I'm looking just a little bit rough. I had to work the morning opening shift today, so I did not mess with my hair, just brushed it and moved on. Now, I wanted to do this book review now because I just finished this book maybe a couple of hours ago, if that. And I wanted to do this review while things are still as fresh as they can be on my mind. So this review is for Mosaic, written by Catherine McCarthy. This was told in first person. It is a short story. My ebook version was about 140 pages before it went to author's notes and things like that. There was no audiobook available. This is a standalone, and it is an adult horror mystery paranormal Lovecraftian. The Lovecraftian, I am so new to that, I can't say for sure. I think like Jeff Vandermeer is more along the lines with that vibe. This book to me did not follow that. The paranormal aspect, I guess I can see it a little bit. I wish there was more paranormal activity in it. Same thing with the mystery, but it is straight up horror, and I'm finding that I'm not quite sure straight up horror is my genre. I think the subgenres like the paranormal, the gothic, things like that, where that's more of the emphasis, and horror is more like the second or third tag on it, but not the primary tag. But so this book we're following, and I forgot the main character's name. I believe it starts with an A. I don't remember if it was Rachel, Rochelle, Rebecca. Pretty sure it started with an R, but I can't remember. And that's pretty bad. So this was published in 2023. The main character that we're following, again, this is told in first person, she restores windows, or stained glass windows is what it is specifically. So she got a call from this one dude, can't remember his name, and she kind of gets these vibes that something's just off, but she doesn't listen to her gut. She takes the job at this gothic rundown church to restore this stained glass window that has been destroyed. So she's able to work out what the figure is in the stained glass window, and is working on getting the glass and trying to figure out the origins of this. Who was the artist? What is this church? There's no name on the church. And things like that. And so she's trying to find out more information. And so you're just following her as she's trying to find out more information about the artist of the stained glass, the reverend that was at the church, because she does figure out who the reverend is, or was. And so she wants to learn more about that, and what's the name of the church, why people seem to be a little bit skittish when she brings it up, and things like that. So that's what it is about in a nutshell. She is not the only one that's hired. There's also a restoration crew that's hired to help with the church, rebuilding the church and restoring it, except they're more in like the structural type, like redoing the roof, securing the walls, things like that. So that's what they are. But they're more for like helping her remove the window, put the window back, adding a little bit of comedic relief, although I didn't really personally find anything very funny. To me, it was just kind of like, meh, whatever, and just moving on. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So we're following her again as she works on restoring that, and the feelings and thoughts that she gets, and how as the stained glass gets more and more towards completion, how some of these feelings and thoughts might start to intensify and others start to diminish. And so you're following her as she battles that. So that's it. That's what that's about. As far as trigger warnings, there is talk of like child abuse and abandonment, or neglect, not abandonment, but neglect, but definitely child abuse, and a lot of emphasis on having a family that is very, very narcissistic, and how they always look for a scapegoat, and how the one main character is not the favorite child, is the scapegoat, things like that. So there's a lot of emphasis on that. I would say also there's a little bit of body horror. That is something I wish would have been expanded upon. To me, it was very tame, but I can see how it would be bothering to some people. So there is a little bit of body horror in there, but take with that with a grain of salt. Anyway, Oh, her name is Robin. I have it written down. Robin. I'm glad I wrote it down. And the guy that hires her is Jonathan Hargreaves. I wrote that down too. I'm glad I did. Because my brain just did not hold on to it. So that's what it's about, and those are the trigger warnings. So now let's go into the word usage in case you're still on the fence, see if any of these words will sway you. You have hell 3 times. The word God comes up 14 times. Sometimes it is in a religious sense, other times not. Same thing with all the words that you can say are religious here. Damn 6 times. Shit 9. The term goddammit once. Bloody once. Fuck 9. The name Jesus 3. Christ 3. Lord 3. Nipple 2. And breast 1. And another note I have here is there is some talk on religion, but how the main character Robin grew up in a very, very religious household, but then as she got older, she distanced herself and basically left religion. So yeah, religion does come up quite a bit because this does take place at a church, so there's a lot of references, spiritual references, some references to saints and other gods and things like that, and even demons, so there is that. Personally, this book was not for me. I don't know if I just didn't read it at the right time or whatever the case is. It just was not my type of thing. I thought it sounded good, and I felt like there were things that fell flat, like the body horror and any paranormal aspects. I think those could have been expanded upon, although it would have made the book longer. But that's just my 2 cents. So take with that what you will. Again, it's all an opinion. If you loved the book, I am so happy that you did. We don't have to share the same opinions. Not at all. So yeah, let me know. Have you read Mosaic by Catherine McCarthy? Did you like it? Did you not? Is this something that you are intrigued in? Does this sound like it's more up your alley? Let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.